couple of meters square, sorry, couple of meters on each side, and they are along the southern wall, relatively close to the elevators, but inside the restricted area past the reception.
So I'm going to talk to the Oracle. I'm like, Oracle, can you get me the temperature readings from these 4 rooms?
She looks at you and says, well, I could.
Well, I know you can.
Are you really willing to pay 5,000 yen for that information? And it will take me a little bit of time to obtain.
Wondering if electricity amounts would be easier.
I mean, not really. A temperature-controlled environment typically has different rooms, thermostats for them. All of those have icons. I'm gonna be like, thank you, Oracle. I'll discuss it with my team and get back to you if we need that information.
Alright. So, what are you guys going to do now?
Looking at the floor plan he just pulled up, is the security checkpoint on that floor plan?
No. There is the elevator bank and a reception area quite close to the elevator bank, as you might find on floors 36 and 38. This floor plan does not actually line up with what you observed in person, Black Cat. The restricted area, the wall which blocked line of sight to the, with what you know, Van Winkle, the wall which blocked line of sight to the rest of the floor is actually much further back from the elevators, and a security checkpoint has been installed, which isn't marked down on these floor plans. Essentially, the size of the reception lobby by the elevator bank is wrong.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm still at a loss for what to do. One thing I'm thinking is we might be able to get you to infiltrate Black Cat if we could have our social person distract the guards, long enough for them to long enough to draw their attention away, and then while they're distracted, you could sneak by them with the ruthenium polymer. Was there any openings other than the lane through the metal detector or whatever? Was there any way to go around that physically?
Yeah, are there stairs?
So you're looking for a way to enter this office without going through the reception area? There is no such way marked on the floor plans. There are stairs up this building, but they are beside the elevator banks, and as such you can't use them to bypass the receptionist.
Okay. Well, here's another plan I just came up with. The place that does weather research is maybe will have a much more forgiving host. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and look for the host for Typhoon Foundation. See if it has a host.
Yeah, the Typhoon Foundation does have a host.
Alright, I'm going to try these rolls again. Again, -2, I'm assuming. Or is it on a different
no,
grid?
it is on the Seattle Emerald City local grid.
Very nice. Finally, some good news. All right. So yeah, attribute array and host rating.
Yeah, sure. It is 3, 4, 6, 5, and 3.
Okay, this one might be a little bit more my size.
Yeah, so
Oh.
I'm just gonna break in out of character here. What are you guys doing?
I was going to suggest that we gain entry to the Typhoon Foundation, and that from there we use the floor plan that we've got with those unmarked rooms to just sort of find them, and maybe, I don't know, how can we go from one floor to another? Place charge,
Burn bars will go right through.
but it has to go up.
I mean, we can't use burn bars from on the ceiling.
I don't think so. Maybe. I mean,
You probably wouldn't want to stand below it, though.
We could just blow it up.
We're still not
Please.
sure they even have offline storage, though. Like, it's likely, but
so yeah, in addition to that, I could hack the host to suppress whatever fire control system or smoke alarms or, any other information. But if we're going between floors, it's probably going to trip alarms on both floors.
See, I'm not really worried about the Typhoon Foundation's alarms. Probably sneak in there and get into breaking into the steal Phalanx, America security, and then we get in, hit the data vault before security gets us directly, get chased out by security, try to get to the escape car, and drive out of downtown.
Yeah, we do have a getaway driver. The only thing I'm worried about is that I might have to go with you or somehow send you up there with a data tap so that I can get in there directly. But so I can get in there through a device, because I didn't find the data vault in there. I'm worried that the data where we're trying to kill has a copy on some private host somewhere, or maybe just in the device itself. But I couldn't find any of the any devices that look like data vaults up there. So, I mean, the guy might call it partially complete if we just wipe out the physical copy of it. I don't know.
So it sounds to the GM like you guys are operating without enough information. Okay. Now, in the interests of my RL time and not wanting this run to go forever, here are some things that you guys should consider. You haven't even started calling all your contacts. Is a thing you haven't considered. You're going for host dives a lot, which is fine, except that you're failing to do decent matrix searches as well. Matrix searches are wide, host dives are deep, but narrow. Yeah. Yeah, you're also making a bunch of assumptions. Yeah. Sorry, I just had to say all of this, otherwise you guys are going to go roaring off down a relatively time-consuming and unfruitful path, which won't be fun for anybody involved. Sorry, I just had to say that. Because, yeah. What are you guys should figure out what you're actually going to do. Like, the method by which you're going to complete the objective. Then the first step you need to take towards the objective. Do it and repeat. Yeah. I don't want to say, like, come off as a GM saying you guys are playing wrong, because it's a perfectly valid way to play. It's just going to take a long time to resolve anything if you don't know what you're trying to do.
Let me call my info broker back, and we'll just get the direct location of the data vault on 37, and I'll just pay a huge chunk of money.
Oh, complain that the floor plan she gave you wasn't accurate. You might get a discount.
Okay. So I call up the Oracle of Seattle. And
Sure.
Trying to get this thing going. And I'm like, Oracle, your floor plan and my physical scouting don't match up.
This was the information that was lodged with the City of Seattle Records Office when the building was constructed, and no additional permits have been issued for renovations since.
Yeah,
If the physical
so
reality does not align with this, then I'm sorry, but there is likely no record of the renovations that have been made.
can you get me so you wouldn't have like the exact records of where a data vault might be on that floor?
No.
Can you get me the heat readings from those rooms throughout the building or the floor?
I can, yes. The cost will be 5,000 New Yen.
I just transfer it straight up.
Alright, I'll contact you within half an hour.
So once we know where we're going, the only thing I can think of is to pink mohawk it in there. Just go in guns blazing.
Well, I think the GM was saying that was probably one we're under a bunch of assumptions. We don't know that these heat readings are going to be our target.
What we need to decide first of all is how we're gonna get rid of the data.
Oh, we're just going to trash the servers as far as I was considered.
Well, I have Ares Alpha with micro grenades, high explosive.
Yeah, quick grenade and make a quick exit. But once those servers go offline, no matter what we do, there's going to be an alarm raised.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, keep playing.
So Black Cat's going to go back to the Love Hotel on the 20th floor.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
Switch into her chameleon suit.
Go for it. You do so. By the time you change back into your chameleon suit, you get a image sent to your comlink. It is a thermal image taken from a drone, and it is annotated as the 37th floor of the Gerald Henderson building, south side. And there is one room which is at 35 degrees Celsius, while all the other rooms are 22 degrees Celsius.
Okay, that looks like the daddy. Using my knowledge of hardware, which is pretty extensive, does this temperature align with the temperature that large-scale data storage devices operate under?
Yeah, it's quite reasonable that the electrical overhead and heat generation of a data vault would cause an ambient temperature of 35 degrees in the room it's stored in.
All right. So, I mean, it might just be enough to just grenade the vault, to grenade that and get out. Like go in there, kick in the door to that room, throw some bombs in there and get out. Yeah, but I'm still kind of worried that they will have a copy for it online somewhere or stored in the Matrix somewhere.
I mean, I'm going to say that they wouldn't, because that would impede the use of the data vault. Well, once it's on the Matrix, anybody can find it. That's why we had it on the data vault.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty slow. I don't know if there's any way I can join you, like going in there. I might just have to chill outside. And then, so what could go wrong on this? Are you kind of on board with just going in there, trashing the guards if you can't sneak by them, and then bombing that room?
Yeah,